Good evening, everyone, and yes, it is evening. I know I've been a little tardy today in posting. However, the reason is going to become patently clear once I give you this message. Today, my message is about joy and seeking joy. One of the things that I've learned in life is truly that the biggest way to finding the truth about who you are and to finding real success in life and is to seek joy, and that is follow the good feelings. Okay, so hello from Pauline Tomlin, Insightful Angel. It is Sunday and I'd like to say hello or ekaro to all of the young people of Niger who are 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and of course to young people of the wider African continent and hopefully one of these days the world. Here I am today to talk to you about probably the biggest thing that I've learned about finding success in life and really loving yourself. The reason I started posting these videos is because I really wanted to give young people an opportunity to learn from the lessons that I've learned in life, and for you guys to actually get into self-love and a true feeling of happiness in your lives as you go through it. I was racked with massive insecurity about so many things, about myself physically, about myself emotionally, about my intellectual capabilities, etc. And one day I just had this revelation and I realized, you know what, I'm actually all right. I am all right. And I just thought, if I'm all right, then practically everyone else is probably all right, but they probably spent decades chastising themselves, criticizing themselves. And I think one of the biggest things that I failed to do for myself is to follow joy. Whenever I felt happy, whenever I was doing things that made me feel elated, like I was flying, like, wow, this feels so good, it was always followed by a feeling of, well, something's bad's bound to happen, or somehow I didn't feel I quite deserved it, and somehow I would crush it, or I would stop it, or I would chastise myself, and I said, well, you need to be sensible, or life can't always be like this, be realistic. Oh my God, being realistic is probably one of the biggest buzzkills that you can ever have. And often those kinds of phrases come from people who have no joy in them. And when they see you seeking joy and stepping into and really embracing and loving the joy that you are feeling, it's because of their own inadequacy where they feel it. But we often pick it up, and I picked it up and it became part of my core, and I never allowed myself to really embrace joy. And so what I did today, because I know better now, is I took time out and I took time to really embrace joy. And for me, music and musical pursuits and theatre and all of that is stuff that brings me joy. And so I spent the last 12 to 18 hours just embracing things that I love and really feeling joyous. So if you really want to know how to make your life as successful as possible, to actually embrace and become the very best self, the very best of who you can be, it's to follow the joy. And what I mean is in small things as well as big things, because when you're speaking things that you know are not bringing joy or making you feel good, then you know that's not right. It's not right for you and you're not following the joy. When you're doing things that make you feel alive, that make you feel expanded, that make you feel, yes, this is how life should feel, then you're following your joy. And following the joy is what brings you peace. Following the joy is what brings you happiness. Following the joy is what brings you self-love. And self-love is one of the keys to being the best of who you can be. So my message for today is follow the joy.